You can use Kdenlive to automatically generate subtitles like these, and I'm going to show you how. So here is my timeline, and I got my video installed here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play you the video so you can see what it looks like. This is a test of me talking and having the Kdenlive built-in subtitles automatically generated. We can do this very easily. Step one is you have your little selector here. This tool is used for lots of things in Kdenlive, including like you can pre-render a section if you have a complicated like mat setup or whatever. But we can just stretch this out, and when we activate the subtitle timeline right here, this is where all the subtitles go. You can actually add subtitles, like you can, I think it's Shift A, no, Control A. It's Shift S, of course, Shift S. And you can add a new subtitle. New text here. And that's one way to get a subtitle in here. But that's not automatic, and you have to take some time, which is it's not a hard process, don't get me wrong, but it does take time. This takes a little step at the beginning. I'll peek at that real quick here. You go into your text to speech, and you want to make sure you have pip vosk installed, VOSK. Actually check my nerd dictation video for how to install vosk. And then through here you can grab your models and you check your configuration. Everything looks good. You're ready to start transcoding subtitles. So here we are. We're back here. We have this section selected in blue, and we hit the little magic wand. And this little dialog box lets you choose different models if you're doing different languages or you want to get the more accurate one for some projects. I just use the small 40 megabyte one. Timeline, all zones, that's usually what I do because I'm usually doing the entire project. And we hit process. Now this works pretty fast, as you can see, and if we play it back, this is a test of me talking and having the Kdenlive built-in subtitles automatically generated. Now there are some errors. For example, Kdenlive is not built into the dictionary. But we can come in here into the editor and just change that real quick. In fact, I like to do little tweaks with the editor. It's a very nice editor to use. I capitalize the first letter of a sentence because I'm weird like that. But you can get really creative with how much you modify, and you can move these around and adjust them and stuff. Very awesome. And something that was recently added, of course, was style options. So you can add a custom font. So I'll grab, let's do permanent marker. We can give a custom size, make it nice and big. Custom font color, which I usually do white. Custom color outline. Custom border size. So you can get really good looking stuff. Custom shadow, which I don't really mess with too much. Custom position. Yeah, top right, center, if you want right in the middle. I usually stick with the default. The rare time I actually burn in subtitles. Now these are things you're only going to use if you're going to burn the subtitles into your video, which platforms like TikTok really like. And there's lots of things you can do with subtitles. Now for generating just an SRT file for uploading to YouTube or PeerTube, you don't need the custom styles. It doesn't hurt to have them. It doesn't affect the SRT because the SRT is just raw text. And maybe, some people might find this easier to work in. But when you're done, when you're ready to render and you don't want the subtitles burned in, all you have to do is click on this eyeball here, and they don't show up on the final render. But you can still come up here to subtitles and export your subtitle file. Here's a subtitle file right here. It's just an SRT file. And you can actually, after you're done and you render this out, you can edit it right here before you upload it to the site that you're going to share it with. So that is subtitles auto-generated in Kdenlive. Quick little rant about subtitles. The barrier to entry is now much easier to get into, and I can't stress this enough. If you are someone who makes videos for YouTube or PeerTube or whatever, I recommend you doing your best to have at least a rough subtitle track. In the YouTube space, this does actually increase your likelihood of SEO advantage and all that kind of stuff. But in the real world, it also makes your videos more accessible, which, I mean, it's always an awesome thing to be able to know that your content can reach more people. I plan on making more videos on Kdenlive and sometimes Blender tutorials, and I'm going to kind of make it into a playlist. I'm not sure the name of the playlist, but I'll have the link of the playlist in the doobly-doo so you can check that whole thing out, and there will be more videos added moving forward. So don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of that. Also check out the playlist.